Hi and hello guys, I have got a very interesting project to share with you all today in this video. What I have got in my hand is a portable Wi-Fi signal strength checker. You can use this to scan through your house and identify any Wi-Fi blind spots or possible locations where you might have Wi-Fi dropouts. So based on your findings, probably you could add Wi-Fi range extenders or probably get a new Wi-Fi mesh systems. So this device should help you to give you an idea of the Wi-Fi signal strength throughout your either your office or your home. Okay, so without any further delay, let us see as to how you can build your own Wi-Fi signal strength checker. Now let us take a look at the materials and the items that you need to build this project. First and foremost is the display. I have gone with the 0.97 inch SSD 1306 based I2C display. The reason for me to choose this display is just the ease of wiring. The I2C based displays require just 4 lines of wires to get it up and running. Okay, so nothing more than that. Based on your preference, probably you could scale down or scale up the size of this display. Moving on, what I have got here is a portable power bank. The main reason for choosing this particular type is its size. It's really easy to hold in the hand and move around, and it's not heavy as well. Okay, so for the wireless connection, I'm using this VMOS D1 Mini, which is based on the ESP8266 chip. There are other Node MCUs or boards that are based on the ESP8266 or ESP32 chipsets. It's absolutely your choice. I will leave this device to the choice of your preference. In order to connect the VMOS D1 Mini and the display, I have made my own PCB with the appropriate contact points. Let me quickly take you through the wiring diagram or the connection diagram. So the process of connecting the display and the VMOS D1 Mini is really easy. All that you need is just 4 wires, the ground, VCC, the clock and the data lines. Okay, so connect the ground to the ground pin of the VMOS D1 Mini. Remember to connect the VCC of the display to the 3.3 volt pin and not the 5 volt pin. Please do not connect the VCC to the 5 volt pin. Okay, and then connect the SCL pin of the display to the D1 pin of your VMOS D1 Mini, and then connect the SDA pin to the D2 pin of your VMOS D1 Mini. Say if you are using boards other than the VMOS D1 Mini, the I2C lines may differ. Just take a look at the data sheet and make the wiring changes accordingly. Okay, it's not very difficult, just 2 lines of wires that might change. Okay, and lastly, I have got this very interesting adapter. Instead of having some cables dangling around, I have got this tiny weeny adapter whose one end connects to the power bank and the micro USB terminal connects to the VMOS D1 Mini. So this makes the entire setup really compact. I will leave the purchase links for all these parts in the description of this video. Okay, so next we'll take a look at the code that goes into the VMOS D1 Mini. I have written this code from scratch, and this code uses the SSD 1306 library. If you take a look at the SSD 1306 libraries in the library manager, there are a number of different versions. Predominantly people use the Adafruits library for the projects, but I have gone with this library that says ESP8266 and ESP32 OLED driver for SSD 1306 display. The authors of this library are ThinkPulse and Fabrice Weinberg. Okay, so the first author has changed since the first version of this library, but the second author, that is the Fabrice Weinberg, has been constant for all the versions of this library. So please do check out this library. I will leave the link to the library's GitHub page as well. Okay, so there is not much of modifications that you need to do. All that you need to do is enter your Wi-Fi credentials over here. First enter your Wi-Fi ID or the SSID, name and then enter your Wi-Fi password or the credentials over here. Typically, Wi-Fi signals are obtained in dBm units, and for ease of understanding, I have converted the dBm units to percentage. I have used the values from this article or a web page to convert the dBm values to percentage values. This is a bit technical. I will leave the link for this article in the description of this video. Please do make sure to check that out for some understanding as to how this conversion is done. Okay, so one more thing that I would like to point out is the command over here, that is to flip the display. So depending upon the orientation of your I2C display, you might have to enable or disable this line of command. Okay, so that is pretty much it. There is nothing much to change in this code. Okay, so after verification of your Wi-Fi credentials, just click on the upload button to upload the sketch to your Vmos D1 Mini. So once the sketch is uploaded, you can put all the parts together. Okay, so now I have got the sketch uploaded to the Vmos D1 Mini. Let me now quickly put all the parts together and build the Wi-Fi signal checker. Immediately after you power the Node MC or Vmos D1 Mini, you should get a prompt that it is connecting to the Wi-Fi or waiting for a Wi-Fi connection. And then once it connects to the Wi-Fi, you should get the Wi-Fi signal strength readings on your display. The router in my house is mounted right at the top, and when I place this signal checker right close to the router, you can see that I'm getting 100% signal strength. Okay, so now let me quickly move around, and you can see the Wi-Fi signal strength change from place to place. Okay, so that is pretty much it, guys. So that is how you can build your own portable Wi-Fi signal strength checker. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.